Welcome to the Bloody Screen Podcast episode. Nick, DG, you have any idea?
No idea.
Neither do I. We've done a lot of fucking episodes.
Episode purple.
Yeah, episode purple. I am Brandon, of course. I have with me Nick.
Yar!
And he is like literally right next to me. I got Nikki G over here.
Hello.
I got Dustin way in the back.
Hey guys, I'm over here.
Hey guys, I got Dustin across the street. Yes, Scotty never contacted me back, so I don't know where the hell he's at.
He's in the recovery ward.
Oh yeah, I know he's fine. Yes, we got. God, I'm excited for our new Bloody Time of XCOM because that was actually kind of fun. Just having. Let's just say I got one thing to say about our Bloody Time of XCOM. God damn it, Nikki G! God damn it!
What? What did I do?
Can you not aim worth a shit? Come on! Anyways, yeah, I did fine, Nick did fine. Dustin, you did alright. You missed a couple times too. Tisk.
But you and me raped.
Yeah.
Except for that one time I almost died.
Well, yeah. There was one time where, I will give you one thing, Nikki G, you kept Nick alive. Breathe, damn you, breathe!
Don't you die on me, you son of a bitch!
Yes, I'll give you guys a little thing of what we're doing with the XCOM thing. Basically, with XCOM, not enemy unknown, but whatever.
Enemy Within.
Enemy Within, thank you. We are basically doing, every week we're gonna release a new video of the XCOM, and it's a Bloody Screen crew versus the aliens. And we go until every single one of us has died in combat. So
I swear to God.
What?
I swear to God, if you get me probed, I'm gonna be so pissed.
If I can get you probed, I'm definitely doing it. If there's a button that says like, actually, in a way, there's one enemy that basically looks like they're probing you as is, so.
There's also an enemy that likes to hug you.
No, that was the one I was thinking about anyways. So you might get a nice little alien hug, Nikki G, I will definitely make sure.
It can't be avoided. They can turn invisible.
Yeah, so it's gonna.
They have sneaky hugs.
Yeah,
Surprise!
Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. Just releasing a weekly, like a little mini series, because I don't see how long we can last when we almost died one time already.
But we didn't. Nobody's died.
Well, I was gonna try to save that as in the first episode. Wink.
In the first mission.
Wink. That's what we got going on. But time to ask, how's everyone doing? Nikki G, what have you been up to?
Nothing much. I kinda got done watching the, South Park video game, the little console wars they have for the episodes, which is pretty funny.
Oh, what is it?
Yeah, it's pretty much, the, PlayStation 4 versus Xbox One. So
Okay. Spoiler alert right now, everybody. Who won?
it's a two-parter. They have not released who won yet.
Damn it.
It's actually cool because it actually wrapped around the Game of Thrones theme to it.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I only saw one little scene from it, and that's when they were walking in some dude's backyard, and he's just like, Kenny's all dressed up like a girl, he's just like, lady, and Cartman's like giving this whole thing about the Xbox One, and all of a sudden this guy's just like, get out of my garden! He's like, this isn't your garden, it's the garden of blah blah blah. He's like, no, it's my garden, I'm tired of you guys dressing up playing fantasy back here. And that scene just made me laugh all by itself. And I kind of do want to see it if it's all based around Game of Thrones. Because that sounds fucking awesome. Dustin, how you been?
I'm fantastic.
He's fantastic. Such a mellow way of doing that. Just, I'm fantastic. Like, robotic, I'm doing good. Feelings, fine. Nick, I haven't seen you in about 5 seconds. How are you?
5 seconds, you slut!
God. Yeah, I had an interesting morning. So, I was trying to, this morning I was like, okay, so the PS4 is officially out. I'm gonna go try to get mine, in some way, like pre-order at least, So I go on to GameStop, they're like, oh no, we don't got any for pre-order. I'm like, okay, I go on Amazon, no, they don't got anything. I go to Walmart, they say in stock in their store all around the country. There's every store around my area. They have one. I'm like, bullshit. So I call up my Walmart. No, they don't have one. It's like, the site says you have one. Well, we don't. Call up another one just to make sure. And they're like, yeah, no, we've been getting calls like that a lot. So, my first little thing is, fuck you, Walmart. How many, you're just dick teasing everybody now. You're just like,
It's their way of getting customer service.
What is it? A way of us, every person who did not,
Yeah, it's like, oh, hey, I'm here for the PS4. We don't have any. Oh, well, while I'm here, I might as well do some grocery shopping.
Well, that's why I was smart enough to call, because you don't know how pissed off I'd be if I drove down there and be like, yeah, I'm gonna get a PS4, I'm gonna get a PS4.
Because you have the money for it.
I do, actually. Not really for it, but I'd be dipping into college money for it. But you know what? It's a PlayStation 4. I think they'd understand.
You can wait a semester.
Seriously, it's a PlayStation 4! Yeah, that's really, it's kind of been this whole thing where I kind of want to make a point about one thing. Hey, Sony, Xbox, Sony, Microsoft, stop advertising your consoles if no one can buy them. Well, what are you doing? You're like, that's just, every time I see that, because Sony's been advertising theirs like a motherfucker, and every time I see a PS4, like a trailer, I'm just like, I can't even pre-order this. Why are you even advertising it now? No one can buy it if they wanted it. You're wasting your money. You're pissing money away.
Are they really?
Yeah, it's because they're just being dicks. It's like you know what they're doing, and it's probably ingenious. They're just making people like me want it even more, because they're just like, don't you want this? Don't you want it?
That's a good ad, man. They're not wasting money. The hype is unreal.
They're just making sure you don't forget about it.
Yeah, no kidding.
You're gonna be all deformed walking up to Walmart like Golem.
I know. I just want to see I would hate to work in electronics at any Walmart right now, because I can't imagine how many times I get like either phone calls or just people walking, so the site says you have a PS4, where is it? We don't have any. Well, the site's lying for some godforsaken reason. Just stop. You're like the 800th person to ask me today about PlayStation 4.
The site's probably my guess is someone just stole it.
Stole it?
Yes. They steal it, then it doesn't go on record that they sold it, so the site still says they have one.
That would be every Walmart in the country. Someone would have to steal one, or every Walmart in our area at least. Because damn it, I wanted.
There's some pretty sketchy people that work in electronics.
It wouldn't surprise me if we ever come out hearing about thefts on Xboxes and PlayStations. But I was thinking about it last night because I saw a bunch of people at 7 p.m. on a midnight launch release of a console. I was like, hey, assholes, you're getting your console. You pre-ordered it. It doesn't matter if you came at 12 p.m. or if you came at,
12 p.m.?
12 p.m. today, or if you came at 12 a.m. last night, you're still getting the console.
That's what my brother was saying. He went to the store last night and he saw like 12 people just lined up and sitting on lawn chairs. It's like, wow, the whole 12 of you are sitting here really just waiting?
I know, like, honestly, you know what I would do if I was sitting there and it was 10 o'clock and it was still the same 12 people? I'd be like, fuck it, I'm going home. I'll be back. I'll come back at 12. You never fucking close anyways. Like, oh no! And it is one of those things like where it's like, what did they get? A total of like 5 pre-orders? Like, I just kind of wanted to laugh at the people that were all in the lawn chairs. I'm like, it's not that long of a lawn, guys. You don't need to camp out here. Go walk around. Oh.
It's okay. You should have been there when we went to go see the last Harry Potter movie.
Uh-huh.
There were people in lawn chairs camped out for that movie.
Oh, God.
It was a midnight release. They were camped out at like 5 o'clock.
I have never waited I have never camped out for a goddamn midnight release. You know why? Because they have so many different showings of that one movie nowadays.
They don't even do midnight releases most of the time.
Oh yeah, most of the time.
Hey, look.
Oh, hey, he is on. That's weird. I'll call him. Alright, yeah. He said he would, but he has to work on stuff for finals and shit. But, yeah, I'm talking about Scott, people, if you can hear my mumbling, which I'm pretty sure everyone can.
Mumble, mumble, mumble.
Mumble, mumble, mumble. Scotty! Scotty?
Mr. Scott!
It says you're here, Scott! No.
Beam us up.
No, actually, he's just being called. Skype, for some reason, kept showing him in the little corner. Anyways, folks, and let's see if Scott answers his Skype call or not. But, in the meantime, let's get on to... What did you play this week? Ha-ha! Actually, I almost forgot about it. Let's go around with Nick. What'd you play this week?
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls.
And XCOM.
And XCOM. What do you think of XCOM? Because you were kind of skeptical about it at first.
I was, but I'm actually having a real blast with it.
Okay, do you have to agree? Do you agree or disagree that it's way more fun when you hit people you know?
Oh yeah, because you're like, no, Brad, no. Because for me, in my playthrough, both Brandon and I died in the same mission.
Damn.
After 3 missions. Actually, 3 for me, 2 for him.
Damn it. Did these guys do any better? Were they in your squad at all?
Yeah, no, they both died a little later. Actually, no, wait, I take it back. That was first time, but I didn't save.
Oh, yeah.
But then the second time, like I said, every recruit I could hire was a fucking girl.
Shit. Yeah, that was weird. I've never had that happen.
It was 2 guys, and the rest were girls.
They're like, at least they ain't a sausage fest.
They were girls.
Yeah, at least, shit, it's a sausage fest. Yeah, me, this one, I haven't lost anybody yet. In my actual playthrough, I haven't lost anybody yet. But when I played the original XCOM, Dustin, you were the most unlucky son of a bitch out there. No matter how many times I started over, no matter what I did, I'd create Dustin that same mission. He was just a rookie. He would get killed for some reason. I don't know why. His character just did not want to survive.
Damn. Was he the one that was like 2 weeks from retirement?
No, he was a rookie. He was that rookie guy who gets his like guts shot out and like, Sarge, what's going on? I'm
what
like,
am I looking at?
I know, what is this? And I'm sitting there hard and badass.
You're like, take cover, damn it, what are you doing?
God damn it, Private Jensen, get the fucking cover! What the hell are you doing? Yeah. And so far, we're all doing fine. I actually like the more customization options in this new XCOM. I like the fact that I can, Dustin, he gets to have he gets to have a beanie on with, the freaking, walkie-talkie and shit like that, a headset, and then Nikki G, you're wearing a fedora. Because I couldn't get you a leather coat. That's why. Nick, he has a beret on with some badass shades. And me, I literally kind of just look like me.
It really is.
It is just me. I have a hat on with a beard. That's all I got going on. They didn't have like the, John Lennon sunglasses, oddly enough. And then Scott looks like fucking Guile from Street Fighter. But yeah, that's our fun little squad. But anyways, Nikki G, what have you been playing this week?
I've been playing a little bit of WoW, and on the side, I've been still trying to learn how to play Madden, which is that's the thing about these sport games, is that you actually have to know everything about that sport to understand what's going on.
Not soccer.
Yeah.
Or hockey.
Yes. Oh god, I think we lost the soccer one, to be honest with you.
What?
Oh, when my computer crashed, I think the soccer one was the one that got lost. So people don't... the hockey one, though, with me kicking the shit out of Nick in hockey. Yeah, but why are you trying to get so good at Madden, out of curiosity?
No reason, really. I mean, it's just the kind of game that's lying around, and I beat my brother, who was, pretty good at that game, a couple of years ago, but I'm just into football at the moment, so, might as well just go for it.
Nerd.
Try it out.
Yeah, nerd, you like sports games. Why don't you play more games with elves? Dustin, Rusty of the Dusty. What have you been playing this week? What new indie game?
No new indie game. I just moved back to League of Legends. Good old League of Legends. We need to do a Blade Crew version of that, where we just troll people.
I would like to, Dustin. The only thing is, though, I'd have to try to figure out how to get it so that way it gets on my capture card in some way. Because because I know how to, I can get my computer screen onto my TV, just HDMI port, but I cannot get that to get to the capture card. So it's I'd have to really try to figure out how to jerry rig it. But if we do, I'd be all for that. League of Legends.
Don't be talking shit.
Best free-to-play game on the planet.
I can't really... I mean, Spartacus was pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. I actually saw Spartacus Season 2 in Walmart yesterday.
Then you didn't get
Dude, League of Legends has a pro circuit kind of thing.
No, I didn't.
People make nearly millions of dollars, $1 million just from a career, just off the game itself.
I don't get, I saw a post off someone we know saying he spent $500 in League of Legends alone. I'm like, oh, sweet Jesus, dude, you just bought yourself an Xbox One. with the price you just did with that one free-to-play game. Free-to-play is just like, yeah, until we get our hooks in you, and then you're just like, don't you want to be better? Huh? Don't you want a different skin for $20? Or I don't really know what the things are, but I don't know.
Yeah, I was on Skype with four guys from high school that you guys all know, but it was such a good time, man. That the fucking, I don't know, competitive nature, but it's still like, I don't know, fuck, a good game. Whereas Nick doesn't like it.
Yeah, I have never played it. I know
Nick's opinion is strong.
Nick really doesn't he doesn't really like any PC game. Not
fucking, what is this thing, a mouse? Like, what the hell am I doing?
46 buttons. Whoa! Motherfucker. Actually, even more than that, because usually they like to use numbers too, so, yeah.
And shift.
Yeah. Shift, enter,
and space
bar or key, usually.
So, yeah, too many goddamn buttons. I like my controller set where they have, I never really counted how many, 8.
Unless you count the D-pad.
Well, and then the D-pad and then the start select button. So, I mean, still, but you got, you got like 10 or 11, 12, whatever.
15.
I'm still
16,
so
17,
excited
18,
to get my hands on a PS4 when I can.
Yeah.
Like I've said, I'm not, and you, Brandon too, I'm in no hurry because there's no fucking games out for it right now.
Call of Duty Ghosts, man, that will keep me busy until good games come out.
Yeah, that's also on the Xbox 360.
It is. Speaking of Call of Duty Ghost.
Yeah.
And that'll keep you busy till a new game comes out. Me, not so much.
Call of Duty Ghost.
Hey, I guess I'm lucky that I'm one of those mindless people who just love Call of Duty.
That's not being mindless. I don't judge the people who just like Call of Duty. Just don't brag about how good you are at Call of Duty because I don't care.
Yeah, that's pretty dumb. Every year they've made it more fast-paced and more mindless, though. Like, run, shoot, yes, Because you have action, like, every moment, pretty much.
You know what makes no sense to me, and it still doesn't make any sense to me? I'm actually better at the Treyarch, like the Black Ops Treyarch ones, than I am at the Infinity Ward made ones.
And you, coming from you who says they're the exact same game.
I know! They are! They play exactly the same! It's just like run, shoot, run, shoot,
reload.
Yeah, that's all you have to do. I don't live long enough to reload.
See, yeah, I'm the opposite with that. I'm more with Infinity Ward when it comes to those. I'm better with Infinity Ward.
Honestly, I know everyone gets their panties in a bunch saying, "Oh, I don't like the Treyarch ones." I'm like, I like the Treyarch ones better because I played like this week. I played Call of Duty Ghost. Not a bad game. It has a generic fucking story and actually has one hell of a twist ending that I don't think anyone will ever see coming. And the online. That's all it is. It's, you can't even describe Call of Duty anymore without just saying, it's Call of Duty. I could literally do a whole review just saying, it's Call of Duty. There you go.
You will lose your voice if you try to sound like Hercule.
It's still not up yet. We have a lot of content lined up, so it's taking its time. Yeah, and I do have to say though, guys, something, hey! Don't fucking chew on that. Sorry.
You're talking to Nick?
I'm talking to Nick. Nick, don't chew on that! But I want to! What was it? The new Alien thing, like there was, instead of Nazi zombies, it's aliens. It's called Extinction. It's fucking awesome, dude. It's awesome. It is the best. It's better than that zombie shit.
Now, what about like Mass Effect Online?
Well, for Call of Duty standards, it's awesome.
Okay.
It's not like a Mass Effect Online because you can't really, it's not third person, it's not Mass Effect. But for Call of Duty, it's pretty cool because just having the alien, because they're basically kind of a bunch of dog-like alien things. They're just running around and then they get, you have ones that get different abilities. And you can, it's not just huddle up in this area and shoot them out the window. No, it's like, oh no, you have to drill into these sacks of pus or whatever and, destroy them. And you just protect the drill. That's what you do. It was pretty awesome. I think that was the best part of Ghost.
So does that make it harder than the aliens? I mean, the zombies?
No, actually it's easier. Because you don't have to get headshots. And they're way more generous with the ammo. They don't give you just a pistol with 2 clips in it. They actually, they actually give you a pistol with a bunch of clips in it, and then you have abilities you can use, like, oh, I picked an assault class. Here's ammo, everybody. Here's some ammo. Or I picked a medic class.
Put down a shirt.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking cool. besides, oh yeah, I also played Castlevania, that game. I finished that. That was pretty awesome too. I have to admit. That Castlevania game, Mirror of Fate. Really enjoyed the shit out of that. And the last,
What console do you have that on?
Xbox. It was on the Xbox Live Marketplace.
Was that a rental? Oh, okay, Marketplace. I got you.
I was gonna say, no, Dustin, I wish you could rent the games off that, but no, I can't.
That would require streaming.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, there's a lag between the time you said that and I really said it, so...
Well, I'm not gonna deny it. You're way down south in Springs. And the last game I played this week, of course, is XCOM, so... Yeah, just been playing a bunch of new games, and then I still got Ratchet and Clank just hanging out, but, I'm in no rush to get to that. Alright, folks, it's time to get into our Top 5, brought to you by me. And, never mind, how about my email, brought to you by me?
Or Top 5 brought to you by Brandon's email.
Yes, brought to you by my email. Now, this is a little different, because the Top 5 did not change at all this last week. We are doing the Top 5 pre-orders. Top 5 pre-orders from November 9th. So, alright. Nick, you were not allowed to play this game, though, that we usually play.
Aww.
Yep. You are not allowed to play, sir, so we will do...
Why?
I do have to say, people, that, this top 5 you're going to be it's going to be really interesting, but let's find out.
What do those colors mean?
I don't know. Honestly, I actually, weeks to launch, they have one, okay. But anyways, start out with number 5 is what?
Assassin's Creed Black Flag, or is that already out?
You're exactly right!
Oh,
yeah,
really?
You're right.
Damn.
Yes, you're right. That is it's Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag for the PS4 is our number 5 top pre-ordered game. It has only 1 week till launch. People are pre-ordering that. Everyone who has a PS4 is like, I need a fucking game for this. Number 4 is what?
Yeah, I don't know. That was the only really good guess I had on all 5.
I'm gonna guess Battlefield 4.
Wrong! It is Killzone Shadowfall for the PlayStation 4. And, it's, has, I guess, they have a total of 300,003 pre-orders right now. So, but that doesn't really mean shit because, I'm notorious for pre-ordering games and never picking them up, so.
I pre-ordered Assassin's Creed.
Well, I did it for Metro Last Light. GameStop still has my money for the Metro Last Light that I still have never picked up. Actually, it was funny. So last time it was GameStop. They're like, oh, you actually also have $10 on Arkham City. So I'm just gonna move that over to this. I was like, oh, thank you.
My pre-order is down to the Springs.
Oh, wow.
Like hell, am I driving down to the Springs to pick it up?
Shouldn't it be in just in the system? Like,
yeah, me and Dustin thought that, but then when Gears 3 came out, we both had that pre-ordered, and they didn't have it on file down in the Springs.
Okay, never mind. That's weird. Alright, number 3 is what?
Nicky G.
Yeah, one of you two. You both get it one guess. Nicky G, what is it?
You know this one.
Do
Yes,
I?
you do.
Battlefield
You
4?
are exactly right! Yes. We almost handed to you on the fucking plate. But yes, Battlefield 4 for the PlayStation 4.
And it is delicious.
I know, thank you. It has 360,000 views. Congratulations, Battlefield 4. Or, I say views, pre-orders. Yeah, just another game people want on their new console. Number 1 and number 2 are the same game, but 2 different consoles. But, it's gonna be up to you guys to figure out which one's the top pre-order. But, first you have to figure out what the game is. So, what is the game? Dustin.
Call of Duty Ghoulies.
Yes! Wait, what?
Ghosts.
Okay.
Or Ghosts, yeah, Ghoulies, what am I talking about?
That's why I said, wait, what? What the fuck you just say?
Ghoulies are kinda like ghosts, don't
Yes,
you know?
but otherwise, you're exactly right! But what is our number 1? Which system got more pre-orders than the other one?
I have to guess PS4.
You are correct, sir! PS4 barely, they have not only 9,000 more pre-orders than, Xbox One. So, yeah. I almost want to just use these numbers to figure out how many actual systems they sold. Just so they got 440,000 PS4s out there. That's kind of my whole thing. But anyways, yeah.
Well, this is only pre-orders, but they could have pre-ordered Killzone or Assassin's Creed.
True.
Well,
I'm
right.
just going with the top one, because that's the max. But anyways, yeah, that is our top 5 pre-order chart. Because, yeah, otherwise we'd have to be like,
What they twist?
What's number 5? Pokemon, yay. What's number 4? Battlefield. What's number 3? Assassin's Creed. That's boring. No one wants to hear us talk about the same games over and over, so.
I do.
I know. You guys don't talk. Where's your Battlefield thing? Yeah, guys, no one will see us. We're not looking at Battlefield 4 this year. Sorry, they didn't get it to me in time.
Aww.
Well, I don't want to hear "aw, sir." You could have went out and bought it if you wanted it.
Yeah, but
Well, the key word there went out.
Yeah, no. He's like, "Whoa, public." Well, also, Nick, there is this wonderful thing I hear in the future. You'll have this system, this
What?
device where,
What?
you'll be able to buy things off the internet.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's probably gonna be named something like, rainforest.com or something, something like that after that. Or, toomuchstock.com or something like that, or...
You mean Overstock.com?
Yeah, that's what I was going with.
what's the internet?
Internet? I've only seen it written. Anyways, Nikki G,
Yes.
I think it's time to get us into some news.
Yay. And for the first one, you guys are probably just going to want to drop out of this just because it is about WoW. So. Oh, they dropped out.
Please don't have to
But for the first one,
next time.
Oh yes, the trash can with paper. I know.
Anyways.
It's going to catch on fire when the heater turns on.
Oh,
Way to
yes,
go.
that's how it goes. That's how heaters work. Anyways, Nikki G, go.
Yes, they heat things up and then they catch on fire.
That is not how paper lights on fire. You can't just, I'm just going to make this slightly warmer. Anyways, Nikki G, go.
well, of course, WoW did have a new trailer for the new expansion they released at
another
BlizzCon. Yep. And apparently it's not
What is
going
this
to
number
be
like 9?
There's been 3 expansions, actually, wait. 4 expansions by now. So this will be the 5th and not the last from what they tell us. And actually, in my opinion, it actually looks really great because it's, it's not pandas or anything just ridiculous. It actually kind of stuck to a little bit of the previous WoW lore and
With Kung Fu Pandas.
I know. Was there one named Jack Black? No.
well, that was the one thing that most people didn't like was the pandas and the expansion. So for this one, it actually looks kind of great. It takes place with it kind of goes. I think from what it kind of hints at, it kind of goes back in time with the orcs, kind of homeland and that shit. Not going to get into it.
It's good because.
But basically, there you go.
Anyway.
Yeah, I could be throwing out names you wouldn't even understand, but either way, there you go, people. New expansion coming out. Now, they haven't really released a certain date, but I'm assuming it'll probably be around next November. That's usually when they start dropping out new expansions and such.
So for WoW fans, you got another reason why to just keep giving them your credit card. You just be like, yay, now I can play up to level, what's the level cap now anyways?
With this one, it's going to be moved up to 100.
Hey,
Dark Souls. I ain't got shit on Dark Souls.
What's Dark Souls, like 600?
It's like 600 or 700.
Jeez. I want to meet the level 700. Like, does he just walk through the game and just slay everything with one hit? Does he just like, do, hardest difficulty, up there's a dragon, slice, dun, 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 dun. He's like walking around naked, slice. And what's our next news? Cause honestly, I don't really got much for fucking WoW, dude. I'm sorry. It's just like, they're doing an orcs? I thought they already had orcs.
Well, I'll probably do a trailer talk, a solo one, and I'll put that up for anyone who even cares, which will probably be shit to none. But either way. But, for the next news story, of course, we got Microsoft congratulating, Sony on all the PS4 launch and the pre-orders, and so it's kind of, it's actually kind of nice to see them, well, not so much put their differences aside, but, just saying, yeah, congratulations.
Okay, Nick, this lines perfectly with the one story I actually have. Alright, so you want to know why Microsoft's just like, oh, good job, Sony. Oh, they're being passive aggressive about it. You know why? Because PlayStation 4 has been having fucking issues. PlayStation 4 apparently has had faulty HDMI jacks and lack of outputting. Basically, the HDMI jack's all fucked up right now. Yeah, and well, that's basically what they've been going with. That's the main thing is like basically how it's supposed to look so much great, but now with your HDR, the picture's getting all fucked up. So
Yeah, but what's important though is the the percentage of those consoles that are actually defective. Because if it's pretty low, that's expected. That's expected on any piece of technology.
If
But,
it's got a
yeah,
news
it's
story
depending on how
about
high
it,
it
I would
is.
assume it's pretty high.
well, you never know. It's just they say
It could be
the IGN has said a handful of people have reported issues with their PlayStation 4 systems within our expectations for a new product introduction, and vast majority of PlayStation 4 feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. We are closely monitoring for additional reports, but we think that these isolated incidents are, track for a great launch. That's basically, and they even have another thing saying here, to be assured, they're investigating the PlayStation 4 issues, and the number is very small compared to shipped. So we believe they're isolated incidents, but you know how the internet is. One guy has his PlayStation all fucked up, which believe me, if I pre-ordered the PlayStation 4 and mine was the one that got all fucked up, I would be infuriated right now. I would be pissed. So, to all those people that have their PlayStation 4s all fucked up, all I could say is, yeah, that's what you get, fucker.
Just because you couldn't get one?
Because I can't get one, you don't deserve to have one. Oh, I was thinking about it following those 12 guys that were at Walmart home and just beating their ass right before they get to their car, just grabbing their PlayStation and running. And hopefully they parked.
the sensitive side of Brendan shone through, and he didn't do it.
Or just act like I work in the department, just walk over there. Can I see your receipt, sir? I'll be back to go confirm that this is a real receipt. And just come back the next day and just be like, yeah, I got a receipt. Do you be here? Oh, god damn it. That would have been a good idea. Just go into random Walmart dressed up like a Walmart employee, like, sir, can I see your receipt? And they just show you the receipt, take it, and be like, alright, let me go show this to my supervisor real quick so we know what the hell they look at. And just walk the fuck out of the building. And then come back the next day or so, or, whatever, and just be like, yeah, I pre-ordered a PlayStation 4. Wink.
Until they look at the cameras.
I know, it probably wouldn't
all that
work,
fun
but
shit.
whatever. It was just, it's desperate times, man. Desperate times. I was gonna have to wear my, my trench coat, have a bunch of revolvers around. So which one of you guys has a PlayStation 4? Wah, wah, wah. Anyways, what's the other news story we got there, Nikki G?
Well, of course, with the PS4 being launched, they have revealed some new games. Well, first, for one of them is the DLC. It's the Last of Us DLC, which is, the trailer looks alright. It's kind of some girl I don't know, and it's in an abandoned city, and this Ferris wheel kind of turns on, and she turns around and she goes, hey, Ellie, and Ellie walks up, and that's pretty much it. It's just basically a 1-minute thing. But the other one, they are revealing a new game for the Uncharted franchise.
I felt like
Yes.
3 ended really well.
Well, 3, if you think about it, the only thing that's continuity in the Uncharted series, really, is the characters' relationship with each other. Because otherwise, it's never he has one continuous adventure. Each adventure, ends. So, they can keep going. As long as they don't do, Crystal Skull thing, where, all of a sudden he's going after Russians and aliens, and he's getting in a fridge, and a nuke goes off, and somehow he survives.
That was the best installment of the series,
Wait.
though.
What?
You take that back right now.
What did you just say?
Never.
God damn it, Dustin! I
Never.
liked Indiana Jones 4 the best! Everyone knows Raiders is the best. God.
Yeah, actually, I think you're right. But
Well, Last
still.
Crusade's pretty badass,
Yeah.
but Raiders is still awesome. I have to actually say, though, the second worst, it has to be Temple of Doom, because god damn it. The only thing that made me laugh during Temple of Doom is just that little Asian kid, Short Round. Hey, you call him Dr. Jones, lady!
Kalima.
Kalema, I'm fine. Anyways, yeah, we'll just, welcome to the Indiana Jones podcast, where we just talk about the same 4 films over and over. But anyways, what did they show with the Uncharted 4 trailer? Because I didn't see it.
with the trailer, it's pretty simple. It's like, again, it's like another 1 minute kind of trailer, and it's pretty much just a map. And you have an over voice going on, and it's not Nathan Drake narrating, it's some guy you don't know. And he's pretty much talking like how I was abandoned, and, you know, I was left here to rot, and so, you know, it's just a really pissed off voice. And what looks like it's off the coast of, well, the map has like off the coast of Madagascar, which for people who don't know is an island off Australia, I believe.
It's
So
actually
basically,
on
that's pretty much it. It's kind of like just a pirate map itself.
Madagascar's right off Africa there. Play Risk. God.
I know, actually, that's how I know it's because of Risk, because if you get boned in Madagascar, you're literally boned. Someone can be a dick and just leave you there to rot.
Yeah, who would ever do that?
I don't remember.
To be fair, if anyone is in one country, you can leave them there to rot. But we'll say Madagascar's worse.
Madagascar is kind of worse because, well, I mean, yeah, you are correct if you surround them in any way, but that one literally only has 2 ways of getting out. So they don't really need to put their troops all around. But anyways, we're talking random Risk.
And all those fucking lemurs.
Yes. They're like, oh no, not Ben Stiller Lion, not the Ben Stiller Lion, get it away! David Schwimmer Giraffe, no! Those are the only 2 actors I remember. Oh,
Not
God,
even Jada Pinkett Smith.
no. The Chris Rock Zebra, not the Chris Rock Zebra, get it away! Get it away! But anyways, yeah, I forgot what I was talking about because we had just started talking about Madagascar. Oh yeah, the Uncharted. Did the guy sound British, out of curiosity?
No, he
What did
did
he
not.
sound like? Did he sound like kind of Russian?
He sounds
Just
pretty
American?
pretty much American, just, you know, normal. Well, I guess that's kind of rude to say normal, but
Yeah, no, I think you're accurate with that.
well, normal for us, I
No,
guess.
normal
But
for anybody.
it's pretty much kind of somewhat of a deeper voice. He just sounded really pissed off.
Because, you know, you said that, you know, he's talking about being left behind. I was wondering, because I was saying, like, well, if he was a British guy, then that could have been the guy from Uncharted 3, because, you know, the main villain's British. Even though you clearly see him die, you never know. It's a video game. And then same with the other one where, you know, it's a big Russian dude. But,
That one just straight up dies.
yeah, he does.
You see him die.
Yeah.
You fucking kill him.
You don't kill the Russian guy, the things kill the Russian dude.
Oh yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, don't worry. You just see him going, ah, like, you know, traditional villains do. But you actually do see the British dude get killed. But, you know, I was asking anyways. I have to say, they'd be fools not to get, you know, of course, Nolan North back.
That's because he made those games.
Yeah, exactly. Or even Nathan Drake back. It has to be a Nathan Drake game. You can't have a spin-off on the Uncharted series, because that would be like, well, back to Indiana Jones 4, if they gave Shia LaBeouf his own movie in the Indiana Jones series. So, yeah, exactly. Which they were kind of like,
almost happened.
that's when, you know, Shia LaBeouf was sucking Spielberg's dick for a while. Him and DJ Caruso, he's just like, hey, can I keep getting movies, guys? And he's just stroking their dongs. They're like, yeah, sure, why not? But anyways, yeah, you have to have those. You can't really, Uncharted series, you know, I wouldn't want to see them make anyone anymore after 4, to be honest with you, because you get to this point to where you start beating it into the ground.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, oh God. Yes, Assassin's Creed, a very good example, where you're just beating a dead horse. Halo, beating a dead horse. And, you know, that's why one of my favorite news stories we read last week was the, you know, Gears just kind of, you know, People Who Can Fly or Epic even have both been kind of saying like, yeah, we don't really want to make another Gears after, because, you know, Judgment failed in the eyes of the video game industry. But anyways, Nikki G, come out and play.
I want to play.
Next news story.
For next one, okay. And a lot of us, you know, it's kind of fun to rip on Xbox One. The first one, they kind of need something good, which, of course, is kind of something PS3 has already done, which is with the Gold membership program, you're going to get a free game per month with Xbox One.
I think that's a good
Sorry,
thing.
Nick's showing me this nasty picture with the Wonder Twins kissing. What? So you're getting a free Gold membership with Xbox One?
Now, if you're part of the Gold program, you get a free game per month, like, you know, the PS3
Oh, yeah.
Plus does.
It's a good thing they're finally catching on. because, it was so nice of them to give us such hit as Kingdom of Keflings and a game you can get for like $3, Halo 3 or Assassin's Creed 2. They were really pushing the bank by releasing these games. Thank you, Microsoft, so much when you started doing
Kingdom
that.
of Keflings.
Oh, that was
World of
that
Keflings
was,
or whatever.
or even Magic the Gathering. I was like, oh, thank you so much. What did PlayStation give me this week? Oh, they gave me Hitman Absolution. Oh, what was the next week after that? Oh, Kingdom of Amalur. Oh, what's now? I still can't remember the goddamn game I just got, but another game. And they also, now I don't know if, because I actually read the same news article you read there, Nick. I
Yes.
don't know if, I don't remember this being in the article, but is Microsoft going to be giving the discounts like PlayStation Plus already gives?
I do not
I
see.
didn't see anything.
It's a possibility, but, maybe. It'll take another couple months to catch up with that one, too.
But this guy kind of said that like, well, PlayStation Plus dropped a little bit in its value for the sole fact that you needed to play online. And I'm like, if I would rather make me pay to be online than to get like, say, it hacked and my credit card number gets stolen. So, I already am a PlayStation Plus subscriber anyways, and I'm going to continue to be for the free games and the discounts. So it doesn't matter to me. And they also, I know I hate to be, I know I'm sounding like a Sony fanboy, but it just kind of pisses me off when like Microsoft, you have to have gold just to use Netflix. I'm like, it's a separate service, guys. Come on. And you have to have gold to use Amazon. You have to have gold to do anything, really. If you don't have gold, like I don't even know if I have gold anymore on mine.
You still do for 3 more days.
Okay, for 3 more days I still do. And I don't even use it, for fuck's sake, so. Because, Kingdom of Keflings really isn't really much of an enticing thing to do.
No, but Mass Effect is.
Yeah, well, Mass Effect's fun to play online, but, if you just got a PlayStation 3, Nicky, we can play online on the PlayStation 3. For free. Anyways. Nick G. Give me
Yes.
that.
Well,
Oh, damn it.
for the last...
Oh, yeah, it's like you beat me to it. I was good. You didn't even let me finish.
For all I know, you could have said you're giving me $1 million, and I just
Yeah, I
messed
was
it
gonna
up.
be like, hey, Nick, by the way, we're getting paid, and I got, $250,000. You get the other 200. Nope, not anymore. It all goes to Nick now, and I'll give some to Dustin. Dustin, you get a couple bucks.
Nice.
Scott, you get nothing.
But for a little story I have, it's pretty fun, especially for me and you, Brandon, because I'm not sure where Nick and Dustin fall into this one, but of course there's a new game coming out. Some of you might have heard of it already, but you got Lord of the Rings prequel, which is Shadows of Mordor coming out.
Sorry.
My precious.
Dude, that was like the Emperor doing that. That was awesome. My precious. Anyways, Lord of the Rings prequel. Please tell me they have like a trailer out and then they have like articles just talking about this on, just to extent.
I've not seen any
What's
trailers.
the article talk about then?
Well, it's just saying pretty much that we know this is going to be between The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. So it's kind of that middle part. So I imagine that's kind of like
What happened between those two movies?
There was a good 60 years
somewhat, I mean-
that had to happen.
Nope, nothing happened. Like with them sticking within the realm, I mean, it's kind of cool because then you can see Gandalf, Legolas, and
Presumably.
yeah, maybe a young Aragorn if it goes all the way to the first Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll learn why he left.
Yeah, maybe that would be interesting to
His
see.
whole relationship with Arya.
Yeah, and then they also gives them a realm to make up their own enemies, kind of like War in the Middle Earth had the War for the Middle Earth, War in the North. I was gonna get it eventually. War in the North. They made their own villain, anyways. They had I fucking forget it. Sauron Jr. Some dude that just wore a Sauron helmet. And he was kind of a kick-ass villain just because he was like, oh, I know how to use magic, and I'm a warlock, and I'm also evil as fuck. And then they introduce other villains like, oh, look at this guy's a top orc and whatever. And that was really cool. And they introduced 3 new heroes. Apparently 3 new heroes took on the entire north part of the world.
Hell.
Yeah. No one took...
3 heroes took on, the almost of Middle Earth anyway.
Well, they had help with, armies. Come on.
I'm just saying, I mean,
They had help with the Gondor army, the Rohan army. It's not like those three just did it anyways. And the Ghost army. Come on. I mean,
I'm
granted.
not talking about that. I'm talking about the rest of the series.
What, you're talking
Like-
about the first one?
Okay, let's just say what the fuck's that place called? The second movie.
The Helm's Deep?
Yeah, Helm's Deep. You have to those three pretty much had that
Okay,
covered.
I will agree with you. If it wasn't for those three, those like other like 500 troops they had there, even with the elves' help, they wouldn't have done shit. You know, Haldir gets killed I'm such a Lord of the Rings nerd. I know all these actors. I know everybody. Haldir gets killed like by a generic orc. I was like, really? You don't even get him killed by you don't introduce some evil villain?
Uruk-hai.
Yeah, Uruk-hai. Nick, in the books they were just orcs. The Uruk-hai is something that Peter Jackson made up himself. Fun fact. And I actually loved the Uruk-hai. I thought they were awesome. Yeah,
they
but
are.
yet it would be nice that you might actually, in between years, we might actually, unless The Hobbit does it, because The Hobbit uses extended universe too in the movies, of course.
A huge extended
Yeah, I know.
universe.
Honestly, like
For
I said,
God's sakes, Legolas is here.
I know. I was about to say the first movie used up most of my knowledge of the book. I was just like, well, there's the wolves and the trees. There's the Goblin King, and
All
there's
that's left is
Gollum.
the dragon.
I know. Honestly. And then that's the second movie, and I don't know what the fuck they're doing for the third one. They're continuing with the Necromancer. I know that for the third one because I looked at IMDb and he's still there, so. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I have an
I just
idea
think it's funny
of
that
what they're due,
Necromancer
but
and Smaug are the same fucking person.
Yeah, but it's fucking Benedict Cumberbatch, which he has such a kick-ass voice. I was like, God damn it, I would, if I had a genie, one of my three wishes, besides, a million wishes, or a million genies, whatever, would be to, can I have Benedict Cumberbatch's voice?
What about to have sex with a genie?
Why the fuck would I have sex with a genie? I would not.
Whoever said genies are only male? That was never
I
part
don't
of the
know,
conversation.
You just said have
Like,
sex with a genie. I automatically think it's Robin Williams is going like, you never had a friend like me. I'm like, I don't want a friend like you. Well, what's happening now? You don't think you rubbed for one reason, boy.
Not even Norm.
No. Now,
this just in. Brandon in Genie's sex automatically thinks about Robin Williams.
the most famous genie. And it's not like I wish it or a dream a genie or whatever the hell that one is with the chick who's just like, Master. I have to admit, whenever I see that old ass show, I'm just like, why doesn't he just like take off your top? He's like, I had a long night of drinking. Just take off your top, Master. I'm commanding you, bitch. Take off your top. All right, now dance around. Come on, you're my genie. Do it. Or why doesn't he just make like any dude would make wishes for it? Just like, can I have like?
Because it's a 70s sitcom.
I know any dude just be like, yeah, can I have like 17 just hot slutty girls right now? Yes, Master. You too. And you what? Don't you give me that look. Get your ass in here too.
Or the guys who are more straight to the point, just straight up wish for the blowjob.
What can I wish for you? I wish you'd give me a blowjob. Yeah, you don't even need magic for that. Just oh God. Sexism on the Bloody Screen Podcast. Alright. What the hell were we even talking about?
Well,
Fuck.
even before all that, they did describe some of what your kind of main character is going to be. His name is Talion. He's a ranger,
Yeah,
of course.
Aragorn Jr. Yeah, okay.
Well, senior.
And basically,
Yeah.
you'll be doing a journey to Mordor, kind of like
Jesus.
before it was a wasteland and such.
And
So
we get to see the fall.
that sounds like it'll be kind of
That
fun.
would be really interesting to see before it was just turned into this, before Boromir gets to use his, not within 10,000 men could even do this. That one.
Basically, just see Mordor before it turns into literally hell.
Which, honestly, I thought by this point it would already be hell, before Sauron turned evil type thing. Because, Sauron's evil, but way before, Sauron already was killed before The Hobbit even took place. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how, like, I guess during that 60 years, Mordor apparently was just, during the Hobbit time, Mordor was just like, la da 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 da. Hey, look, it's just a lake, not a bog yet, So it'll be interesting to see. I kind of was hoping though for this new Lord of the Rings, you could still pick your race of character, because they have a pretty expansive universe. Because I would have liked to play it as a dwarf.
Of course you would.
Dwarves are awesome, dude.
You didn't used to think that.
I didn't used to think that. After The Hobbit changed my mind when they're like, they're sitting around the elf table, they're like, wait, where's the meat? And does anyone have any chips? I'm like, how do you guys even know what chips are? How do you know how to deep fry things? Anyways, yeah, fucking dwarves are cool. They're just like, yeah, let's drink beer and eat fatty foods, and the elves are like, let's eat salads. I'm like, oh, shove it up your ass.
That brings up one thing too. If you're a mortal elf, why the fuck are you eating a salad?
That is the best point, Nicky G. If you're immortal, like, I would be just like, oh, I'm immortal. I'm just gonna eat fried chicken skins the whole time. Fuck it, That'd be like if Wolverine kept eating salads. I'm like, dude, you got nothing to worry about. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm excited for this. Did they have any form of release date for this game?
They do not.
I guess it's probably summer.
Yeah, honestly, it kind of drives me nuts though, because I go on GameFly to try to get all the lists set up so that way I don't have to constantly go back there and up the list every time. Most of the coming soon games right now are all to be announced. And it's kind of been driving me nuts. I'm just like, to be announced, to be announced, to be announced. They technically don't even have a release date for Watch Dogs yet. Even they're just like, yeah, it can be announced. It's going to be sometime in spring. We don't know.
And that's when we'll get PS4s.
Yeah, I know, honestly. Actually, I'm most likely, from what I'm hearing, because Sony's been talking about getting PlayStation 4s by April. That's when I'm going to try to shoot to get one. Because,
That's spring.
Yeah, it is spring. I'm not saying it's not, but, And that's from what I read an article, that's the earliest they're going to get a PlayStation 4 out. Don't know. I don't know why. That's why everyone's like, well, Black Friday, I was like, no, they're not going to have any.
That's not going to stop people.
Yeah, I know. It's not going to stop people from thinking it, but it's going to, they're not going to have any. Anyone thinking they stocked up on Black, no, they didn't stock up on any.
Yeah, what is this, a Wii?
I know. They'll have plenty of fucking Wii U's. That's what they'll have.
They'll be using them to barricade the front doors.
God. They're just using Wii U's to barricade front doors. Just like, stop them! Stop them! Yeah, you get a free Wii U with a purchase. They're just trying to get rid of the fucking things. That and PlayStation Vitas. They're just like, hey, you want a Vita? Hey, you want a Vita? Vita's $20. Come on. You don't get $20? Actually, I might get a Vita if it's super cheap. Depends. Like, I'm willing to spend like about $100 on a Vita. So if it's like $100 Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales, I'll buy one. Any more? The hell with you.
It'd be good for those long bus rides to Metro.
Oh yeah, the whole 5 minutes. They're not that long. Actually, they're about 10 minutes because bus drivers drive like pansies. So, anyways, that's basically it. Since we didn't have any fans, our loyal fans can't be bothered this week. That's it, everybody. Don't forget to visit us on BloodyscreenPod.com for, ad-free videos and our forum site, our forum area, which no one's still touched yet. I spent all but 5 minutes creating it because it'll take long. But, I still created the damn thing. Someone go in there. Tune in for a bunch of, fun crap coming this week. Tomorrow it should be an Ender's Game review. Along with along with my random review podcast that I've started up to with just me. Tune in for Sunday for the Movie Thing podcast, and I don't know, Nicky G, when do you think you're going to have up your Spoiled Dead? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
We'll have some.
It's just The Talking Dead.
Yes, basically. It's Nicky G he's going to be doing the same thing, which you gave me the idea for when Game of Thrones starts up. Ding!
Yay!
We'll go like Spoiled Thrones or something like that. I don't know, Game of Spoiled.
Game of Spoils.
Game of Spoils. Game of Spoilers. Yes, there we go. Yeah, we're creating the title as we speak. Yes. Spoilers of Thrones game. Yeah! Sean Bean! Anyways, even though he hasn't been in a season for he hasn't been around for 2 seasons now, but still. Anyways, yeah, we'll be starting that up when, in February I think that's when the new season starts, do you know?
Probably March. The last one started at the end of March.
Okay, end of March. Well, that gives me plenty of time to get caught up on season 3 then. Because I'm still, actually, Nick.
Oh, season 3 is a good season.
Shut up. Nick, I was just about to say, Nick, I need your code. I need to watch season 3. Anyways, that's it, everybody.
You've been watching the Game of Thrones. You've been watching the Bloody Screen podcast. with your eyes, don't you know? Where talk of Lord of the Rings goes to genie blowjobs.
Lord of the Rings goes to genie blowjobs. That's gonna be our catchphrase now. Genie blowjobs! That's it, everybody. Good night. I'm gonna have to edit this out anyways.